4th and inches, 4th and 10, or 4th and a fighting chance. At Henry Ford Health, we go for it. We go for it for our patients, teammates, friends, and family, in the labs, hospitals, clinics, and partnerships all around the state. We go for it for the millions of people who deserve a better quality of life. We go for it because we have to. It's who we are. We are Henry.
At Michigan First Mortgage, we believe a home is more than just 4 walls. It's endless possibilities, where relationships are strengthened and next steps are taken. It's a place to call your very own, where you can create new traditions and welcome family with open arms. And at Michigan First, it's at the heart of everything we do. Let us help you discover the possibilities of home.
The value of champions of character across all institutions is a message that we can all get behind.
The purpose behind Champions of Character is to have that student-athlete experience be one of growth.
Men's basketball on campus, we make sure that we give back with a smile and with a purpose.
Our goal as coaches is for our players to leave being better men, better husbands, better fathers, and better members in their community.
NAIA is Champions of Character.
From our very first breath, curiosity is why we question everything through barrages of whys and how comes. It now needs the tools to will its vision into existence. Tools that will forever allow curiosity to obscure the line between technology and magic. Be curious. Make magic. Lawrence Technological University.
What I've learned the most from golf is to have integrity in everything you say and do.
One of the biggest lessons of that sports impacts my daily life is discipline.
Be a champion of character, it just means to realize first that you're a part of something that's bigger than yourself.
Being a part of NAIA is something that I'm going to keep with me forever because it's not only made me a better athlete, but it's made me a better person.
The NAIA really just cares about their student athletes and just the experience.
The NAIA stands for, has great core values. One that's most important to me is servant leadership. Being able to serve your community is a huge reason why I chose the NAIA.
I am a champion of character. I am a champion of
I am a champion of character.
If your workload requires strength and durability, Silverado from your Metro Detroit Chevy dealers will have your back, handling everything you need to bring your unique vision to life. When the job calls for the best, Silverado is the hard-working pickup that means business. Lease a 2024 Silverado Crew Cab LT for just $319 a month. Put it in D and see why Chevy drives the Motor City.
And well, thanks for joining us for a doubleheader. Lawrence Tech taking on Lourdes today. Nice WAC conference matchup. Blue Devils coming in today at 11 and 16, 3 and 11 in conference play, with Lourdes coming in at 7 and 12, 4 and 6 in conference. And up at the center fielder for Lourdes is Jessica Smith. And she looks at strike one. So far this season, Smith is batting a .294 as she looks at strike two there. Has 10 hits and 34 at-bats. Has 7 strikeouts and it's been walked 6 times. That one's high, so 1-2 count now. So 2-2 now. Smith definitely trying to get Lourdes started early. That one's going to be fouled off. So Smith trying to keep the Grey Wolves opening at bat running here. Try and get some extra pitches on as Sarah Basket grabs strike one.
Number 66, Lindsay McGann.
So far this year, Basket has had a decent year for the Blue Devils. 3.94 ERA, 2-1 record. Close games too. Has pitched 26.2 innings. Walks. That one just inside to the second Grey Wolf batter. McGann, the shortstop. That one's going to be a ground ball that goes off Crittenden, so that's going to be a double, but pretty sure that's going to be ruled an error.
Now up to bat number 6, Maddie Dara.
So third up to bat is Maddie Dara for the Great Wolves. That one's going to be popped out to Bloomfield, and that's going to be a homer for the Grey Wolves. 2-run bomb to get it started here in the top of the first. Take a look at Dara's stats for the Grey Wolves this year.
Up to bat, a designated hitter number 24.
Batting .243, and she tallies her second home run of the season. It's also Basket's second home run given up so far this year. We move on to Olivia Hickman as she fouls that one off on the down the first baseline. She sits in a 4-hole with 0-2 count. one's going to go to center field. It's dropping. Bloomfield tried to make a diving play and just couldn't get a mid on it.
Up to bat number 31, Taylor Leggins.
So kind of just an inning of unfortunate events so far for basket. She's coming on to her 15th pitch so far this inning with only one out, so definitely want to try and grab a double play here off of Leggings. That one just a bit high, so ball one. That's a soft blooper into left. So runners on first and second now.
Now to bat number 9, Brooke Albert.
It does look like we have a pinch runner for Hickman, as number 3, Liv Hussar, freshman from Perrysburg, Ohio, comes on to the bases. After that quick meeting, hopefully Blue Devils get out of this one quickly. The damage is already done, so try and stop the bleeding before it gets worse, and that's a big swing. James goes for the throwdown but tucks it back in. James trying to look for the throw down there, but nobody covering second. This was definitely a big opportunity grabbing out there, but nobody home. They go for the bunt. And they able to grab the out, but both runners advance to second and third.
Up to bat number 7, Alyssa Goretzka.
Third baseman Alyssa Goretzka comes up to bat. She sits 4th in batting average for the Gray Wolves at .268. It has 15 hits and 56 at-bats so far this year. That one's going to be up and over the press box. So still 1-1 count. That one's going to be cranked left field. And it gets down. Morissette not able to grab it. So bases clearing double for Goretzka. Big bat there. She opens the first inning up for the Gray Wolves. 4 runs now. The right fielder, Lauren Schuler, up. This one pops foul. Gretzko was already rounding third by the time that one landed. But Schuler so far this year has 2 hits in 27 at-bats. Batting a rough .074 average. And has 9 strikeouts with 1 walk. That one's going to pop up. Sua going for it. Tried to make the dive. Goes off the top edge of the glove. Good effort, though. That one's going to be foul. Real close play there, but still foul. There's going to be strike 3, so Basket able to grab her second strikeout so far of the game. And we head to the bottom of the first with the Gray Wolves up 4-0. We'll be right back.
Leading off for the Blue Devils, number 4, Lily Morissette.
And we are back with the bottom of the first. Lawrence Tech finally up to bat after that rough top of the first inning with Lord scoring 4, but Lily Morissette up to bat. She leads the Blue Devils in average with 426 as she looks at that one high and away. She has 29 hits and 68 at-bats this year. Has been walked 17 times, so doing her job as the leadoff batter. That one just skirts the outside edge of the zone. So strike 1, 1-1 count now for Morissette. She cranks that one left field, going, gone. Opening home run for Lawrence Tech. Definitely a way to start clawing back the runs. That's Lily's 4th home run of the year. So definitely a opening statement saying we ain't gonna back down here.
Next up to bat, number 99, Brennan.
So next up to bat is third baseman Brenna Crittenden. She's batting .255 on the season with 14 hits and 55 at-bats. That one just outside, about mid part of the zone. She was looking for a bit of a bunt there, but now 1-1 count for Crittenden. And going up against her on the mound is Mallory Bradley as Crittenden fouls that one off. So far this season, Bradley in 9 appearances is 3-3. She has a 3.66 ERA. Striked out 39 and walked 11. And has allowed 44 hits in 44 innings. That one pops up to short. And McGann able to grab the first out of the inning.
Now up to bat, a designated hitter.
So in the 3-hole,
Alyssa Bloomfield.
the designated hitter, Alyssa Bloomfield. Bloomfield sits second on batting average with .412. Is kind of one of the bigger bats for the Blue Devils, with 21 hits, 8 doubles, 7 RBIs, as she's now at a 1-1 count after that pitch. Just misses the outside edge of the zone, so 2-1 count. That one gets fouled over the Blue Devil dugout. Just a bit low on the outside part of the plate. So full count now for Bloomfield. That one's gonna pop out into foul territory, so Alyssa staying alive here. Gloriana Sua next up to bat. Bradley gets the pitch. That one's high, so she's going to walk Bloomfield. So now runner on as Sua comes up to hit. Sua batting .316 so far this year. 24 hits and 76 at-bats. Leads the team in RBIs with 25. Has 2 homers, 5 doubles. And there's strike one. Fouls that one off a far distance. So 0-2 count for Sua. And she looks that one out, so 1-2 count now. She swings through that one for strike 3. So Bradley grabs her first strikeout of the game, and now number 11.
Now up to bat, number 11, Sarah Basket.
Sarah Basket, pitcher-on-pitcher action here. See if she can put a dagger in the Grey Wolves' hopes of the win. That one's fouled off, so 1-1 count now. So far this season, Basket batting .291. She sits about mid-pack for the Blue Devils. 16 hits and 55 at-bats, and that's strike 3. So that's second strikeout for Bradley. Had it wrong, so that one is strike 3. So 1 left on base and 1 run for the Blue Devils leads us to the top of the second. Lourdes up 4-1. We'll be right back after the break.
First up to bat, number 8, Robin Ryan.
And we are back for the top of the second. Robin Ryan, the second baseman, up to bat for the Grey Wolves. She swings through that one for strike 1. That one's fouled up and over directly over the press box for strike 2. So Basket really coming after Ryan here in this at bat. That one just a bit outside, 1-2. And Lourdes really letting Basket hear it, but she grabs strike 3 for her third strikeout of the game.
Back up to bat, number 2, Jessica Smith.
Now Lourdes back to the top of their order. Basket was able to grab a strikeout off Smith to lead off the first inning. Now 2-0 count for Smith. She fouls that one up and over the fence, so 2-1 count. Just grabs the low outside corner, and Smith a little perplexed by that. kind of a right on the edge of that. Maybe it wasn't a strike, and that gets fouled off as Smith's trying to stay alive in this at bat. So still 2-2 count. Just misses topside outside corner. So full count now for Smith. That one gets popped out to left field. Morset able to grab that one. So out number 1 for the Gray Wolves. Out number 2.
Up to bat, number 66, Lindsey McGann.
Now up to bat is Lindsey McGann. She got a double off the air from the ball that went off Crittenden's foot, it looked like, in the first inning. That kind of just started that downward spiral that led to 4 runs. This one out to center field, and Bloomfield able to grab that one. So quick 1-2-3 inning for Basket. Really helped out her pitch count. So we'll head to the bottom of the second with Lourdes up 4-1 over Lawrence Tech. We're back with the bottom of the second. As catcher Morgan James is up. She's sitting about mid-pack too for the Blue Devils, batting .277, 13 hits and 47 at-bats. As that one gets grounded to Goretzka. She throws over to Leggins at first to grab the first out of the inning.
Now to bat number 2, Ashlyn Bloomfield.
Now the other Bloomfield on the team is up. Center fielder Ashlyn, a sophomore. She's towards the lower end of the team average as she sends this one right through the middle of the field for a nice single. And now up to bat is number 19, the second baseman, Casey Snyder. Snyder sits 4th for the Blue Devils at .346, 18 hits and 52 at-bats. Played in 21 games so far this season. She rifles that one into left field. So runners on first and second.
Number 17, Zoe Markey.
As we go to the shortstop, Zoe Markey. Markey in the mid-pack too, batting .264, 19 hits and 72 at-bats. Scored 15 runs so far this season. Puts her 3rd overall for the Blue Devils. Does have 5 doubles, a triple, and 2 home runs. She's in a 3-way tie for second on the Blue Devils for home runs this season. She's going to pop that one shallow into center field. So base is loaded now with Bloomfield just getting over to third. So now we're back to the top of the lineup, and Morissette up to bat. She had that absolute bomb the inning before, and it looks like we're going to have a quick meeting at the mound with Lourdes, so we'll be right back. And we're back, so be interesting to see how Bradley comes after Morissette after that home run hit, and Morissette swings through that one. That was a giant G-hack. So strike one. So bases loaded, 1 out. And that one gets fouled off. Kind of a half swing from Morissette. And the outfielders for the Gray Wolves pretty far back in the outfield. Looks like everybody's sitting a little deeper except for first and third. That one way outside. So 1-2 count now. This one goes left center. And it's going to be a sac fly, but run comes in. Makes it 4-2 now.
Now to bat number 99, Brenna Crittenden.
So Brenna Crittenden up to bat. Bit of sounds like Kodak Black for the walk-up song. So that one's going to be grounded just short, and that's going to be the out. So 2 left on base for the Blue Devils, but they do score runs. So 4-2 as we head to the top of the third. We'll be right back after the inning break. Back after the inning break. And we are back at the top of the third. And the catcher, Mehdi Dara, up to bat. At a base hit, 2 RBIs. In the first inning, as she pops that one directly over the press box for the 1-1 count. That's going to be strike 2. It's a 1-2 count. This one pops up. And nice. Oh, she dropped it. LeBlanc was on it, made a nice play, but just couldn't hang on to it. In shallow right field. So the designated hitter, Olivia Hickman, up. That one's going to be ground, so double play for Lawrence Tech. Nice little 6-4-3, 4-6-3 action.
Now to bat number 31, Taylor Leggins.
So Leggins up to bat. That one low inside, so 1-0 count. This one pops up to center, and Bloomfield able to make the grab. So quick 3 outs there, and we head to the bottom of the third. And we are back with the top third. A little bit of a miscue there as the designated hitter, Alyssa Bloomfield, flies that one out to left field. So quick out. Out to bat, Gloriana Sua. She struck out in her first at bat.
Now to bat number 7, Gloriana Sua.
Before he speaks, he takes a big breath. Hot air into the mic is horrible.
That one strike just grabs the low part of the strike zone on the inside. Sua definitely wants a little payback for that first at bat strikeout. That one deep. Foul ball. So 1-1 count now for Sua. She looks that one in, and they're going to call it strike 3. So second strikeout for Sua, and Bradley claims her third strikeout victim of the game. Now basket up as she looks ball one in. It's going to be ball 2. As Bradley slowly catching up to pitch count of basket. And swings through that one for strike 1. So 2-1 count now. Basket triggers, but no swing, so 3-1 count. There's strike 2. So full count now. 2 outs in the bottom of the third. That one out to center field, but Jessica Smith able to grab it. So 1, 2, 3 as we head to the top of the fourth. Lourdes still up 4-2 over Lawrence Tech.
Up to bat number 9, Brooke Albert.
And we are back up the bat, the left fielder, Brooke Albert. She looks at an 0-1 count off basket's first pitch. So 1-2 count now as Albert swings through that one. That one pops up, and Crittenden able to grab that one for out number 1.
Now to bat number 7, Alyssa Goretzka.
Goretzka. She also one of the Grey Wolves that did the damage in the top of the first. That one low. And says she swung through, so strike 1. That one pops up. And James kind of making an acrobatic grab there for out number 2. So 2 quick pop-ups. 2 quick outs.
Number 13, Lauren Schuler.
That one just high. Is Schuler up. Swings through that one. So 0-2 count here quick for Schuler. And strike. So 1-2 count for Schuler. Looks like they're missing a ball there. Kind of hard to tell with the scoreboard out here at the Hawk. This one pops up, so Schuler staying alive here. This one's going deep, left center, and that one gets down up against the fence. And Schuler's going to grab a stand-up double. Keeps the inning alive for the Gray Wolves.
Now up to bat number 8, Robin Ryan.
Second baseman, Robin Ryan up. This one pop, bun up. And that's a fair ball. They grab the... So due to that basket trying to make the play in fair ground, ball stays fair. So Ryan will get classified as a single on that, and then she advanced to second with the ball staying technically fair in foul territory. And Schuler was able to barely make her way to third. So runners on second and third, 2 outs. As we go back to the top of the lineup for Lourdes. So 2-0 count. 3-0 now. Looks like basket just missing the zone. That one gets fouled, so 3-1 count. That's going to be ball 4, so bases loaded. What could have been a really quick inning here.
Number 66, Lindsay McGann.
Just has turned into another sloppy one. So McGann up as she's sitting on an 0-2 count. Or sorry, 0 for 2 today. This one pops out to right field, and LeBlanc able to grab that one. So Lawrence Seck able to get out of the danger. And we'll head to the bottom of the 4th. We'll be right back after this.
Morgan James.
And we are back with the bottom of the fourth. Morgan James up the bat. 0 for 1 so far today. As she looks in ball one. So Lourdes still up 4-2. Could have been more, but Lawrence Tech able to get out of the jam last inning. As James gets a piece of that one, and that one's going to drop into shallow left center field. So base hit to kick off the bottom of the fourth.
Now up to bat number 2, Ashlyn Bloomfield.
So center fielder Ashlyn Bloomfield up bat. She's 1 for 1 so far today. Looks like we're going to have some changes here from Lawrence Tech. And looks like we're going to get a pinch runner for James as Chong comes in. Kirsten Chong, the freshman. That one's up to center field. And Chong slides back into first.
Up to bat number 19, Casey Snyder.
So second baseman Casey Snyder up the bat. Definitely some loud music here at the Hawk. That one's going to deep foul ball down the left field line. And Albert not able to get out there. That one high. And Dara tries to throw down to first, but Chong able to get back. So Snyder, 1 for 1 so far today. And looks in, strike 2, so 1-2 count for Snyder now. Blue Devils trying to find a way to grab another 2 runs, and Chong takes off, hit and run. This one going deep center field. It gets down. Chong rounds third, and it 4-3 now off a double from Snyder. So up the bat is Zoe Markey.
Now up to bat number 17, Zoe Markey.
She's 1 for 1 so far today. And it looks like we're going to get potentially a pitching change, I believe, or something. So, yep, we're going to get a pitching change here. So, as the new pitcher, looks like Kirsten Smith gets warmed up. We'll take a quick break.
Now on the mound for the Grey Wolves, number 10, Kirsten Smith.
And we are back, so the pitcher coming in is Kirsten Smith. So far for the Grey Wolves, she's has a 2.72 ERA, has pitched 54 innings, has 42 strikeouts with 11 walks. Has only allowed 52 hits so far this season. She holds opposing batters to a 283 batting average. So 2-1 count now for Markey. That one's going to be fouled, so 2-2 count. That one's going to be outside, but nice grab there by Dara. So full count for Markey. She gets a hold of that one. Ground ball to short, but she's going to grab an infield single here. Let's hear a bit of life from the Lawrence Tech crowd. Now we're back to the top of the lineup as Morissette up to bat. Morissette looks at strike one.
Now up to bat number 99, Brenna Crittenden.
And we are back, so number 99, Crittenden up. So 2 runners on again is this one. It's going to go outside, so 2-0 count for Crittenden. And Crittenden swings through that one for strike one. And that's going to be a bit of a wild pitch, but should be ball 3. So 3-1 count. Looked like Dara having a quick chat with Smith on the mound. Probably just letting her catch her breath on kind of an unlucky play there. What looked like was going to be a pop out to center. That one's going to be lifted to left field, and Albert able to hold off even more damage. So Lawrence Tech takes over 5-4 as we head to the top of the fifth. We'll be right back after this break. And we are back with the top of the fifth. If you're just joining us, Lawrence Tech tallied a 2-run inning thanks to a double from Crittenden. And that's going to be the first hit batter of the game as
now
the catcher, Maddie
number
Dara,
24, Olivia Hickman,
grabs the easy base. So up to bat now is the designated hitter, Olivia Hickman. Hickman so far is 1 for 2 with a hit and a run. She looks at 0-1 count as she fires that one right up the middle. That's going to grab 2 runners on here in the top of the fifth. As might be seeing the final inning for Basket here, as she's getting close to 70 pitches, and it looks like we are going to get a change here as number 13, Sydney Mayer, comes in. She sits third for the Lawrence Tech Blue Devils on in each pitch, so we'll take a short break as she gets warmed up.
now batting number 31, Taylor Leggins.
So after Meyer gets warmed up, let's take a look at the stats for the year. She has 30.1 innings pitched. So that one's going to be popped up to third. Crittenden's going to make the quick play there. It'll be the first out of the inning.
Up to bat.
But back to Meyer. She has a 7.38 ERA. Has 12 appearances, but an 0-3 record. She's let up 55 hits, but has 18 strikeouts compared to her 17 walks, and holds opposing batters to a .393 ERA.
Pinch hitting for the Gray Wolves, number 4, Ava Owler.
So pinch hitting for the Gray Wolves is number 4, Ava Owler, batting a 188 average so far this year. 3 hits and 16 at-bats. She's played in 7 games so far. Does have 1 double. She grounds the third, and they grab the sacrifice out there, so
Now up to bat number 7, Alyssa Goretzka.
and Goretzka up to bat.
Why do people have to have weird last names? That's right. Why can't you just be normal?
And Goretzka grabs strike 1.
But that's not how it's spelled, so it's weird.
That one's going to be fouled off for strike 2. As Goretzka and Dara kind of really led the charge for Lourdes early in this game. Now the Gray Wolves just having a bit of trouble taking advantage of the runners on base. So this one's going to get grounded to short, and Markey grabs out number 3 herself, and we'll head to the bottom of the 5th. Lawrence Sec up 5-4.
Up to bat number 7, Gloriana Sua.
And we are back with the bottom of the 5th. Gloriana Sua up. Bit of Hawaiian music for the walk-up song. Gotta love it. Especially for the Hawaiian native. And I'll do her the favor of not butchering where she's from, out of respect. I know she's from Hawaii, but remember 3 years ago having a bit of trouble pronouncing the name of the town she's from. Let's see if Sua can grab a bit of luck here from the new pitcher. That one goes to the mid side of the right batter's box. Looks like Smith getting the calls from the dugout. She gets a strike there. 1-2 count for Sua. And she's going to ground this one to McGann. Over to Leggins at first for out number 1. Now the pitcher, Sarah Basket,
now
up.
Bat number 11, Sarah Basket.
She swings this one, grounds the third. And looks like a bit of a miscue on the catch for Leggings, so Basket is going to get on thanks to an error.
Now to bat number 1, Morgan James.
Morgan James, the catcher, up. She's 1 for 2 in game 1 of this doubleheader here at the Hawk. That one's going to be high over the strike zone, so 1-0 count. That one's going to be ground ball. Chance at a double play and just not there, so sacrifice hit there, so it's going to be 2 outs for Lauren Steck here. Now Ashlyn Bloomfield up. She has drawn a walk. Let's see if Lauren Steck can get lucky again. That one's going to be another ground ball to third. And it's going to be out number 3 for Lauren Steck. So we'll head to the top of the 6th. Lauren Steck still up 5-4. And we are back with the top of the 6th. Lourdes trying to find something to grab the lead back. Smyer throws ball 1. That one just inside, so ball 2. One's going to get grounded, and that's going to be fair ball. So another one snuck past Crittenden there. So that ground a little rough in front of third base, so Crittenden kind of smoothing out the dirt a little bit, see if it'll help her. It's going to be safe play at first. Looks like we're going to have a time here. See if I can hear anything from here. Looks like the umps were just conferring some things. Now Lawrence Tech coach coming out. So as the umps are talking to Lawrence Tech, we'll take a quick break. And couldn't really hear what was going on, but looks like they're trying to grab a bunt there. And they're going to grab out at one. Might be a pickle here. That's going to be out. So nice play by the Lawrence Tech defense. And Schuler gets caught running. So big play by Lawrence Tech. Grab 2 outs here.
Back up to bat number 2, Jessica Smith.
So we head back to the top of the lineup, and Jessica Smith up. Seeing a bit of life here from the Lawrence Tech fans, even with the lead. Been relatively quiet throughout most of the game, but showing life here and there. So Smith at a 1-1 count. This one pops up the center. Bloomfield under it. That's out 3. So some nice defensive plays by Lawrence Tech, and they get out of the top of 6 unscathed. We'll head to the bottom of 6. And we are back with the bottom 6. Number 19, Casey Snyder, the second baseman, up the bat. As she is 2 for 2 today with an RBI and a run. Music still loud here at the Hawk. Beautiful day for softball. It's probably one of the first really actually warm days as she flies that one down the left field line, and it's just foul. But I would say probably one of the warmest days we've had so far this year. Try to take a look at the temperature. Not loading the way I wanted to, so we'll go back to softball while that tries to load. That one's going to be a soft grounder to second for the quick out at first.
Now for bat number 17, Zoe Markey.
Zoe Markey comes up. And she is 2 for 2 today with a run. 54 out in Farmington here. A little bit of wind. This one's going to pop to short, and it's going to be out number 2. A little bit of wind, 7 miles per hour from the northeast, so wind's coming from through the third base line, through the right outfield. 1-2 count here. Make it 2-2. It's Morissette trying to grab an insurance run for Mayer. That one's going to be pile drive right through the middle, as Smith just missing the ball with her outstretched glove. So now, Crittenden up to bat. She's 1 for 3 today with 2 RBIs. She got that nice double that helped give Lourdes Tech that lead. And that's going to be a nice steal from Morissette to get to second. Definitely a close play, but able to maneuver while sliding. So it's going to be 1-0 count for Crittenden. And 2-0 now. It's going to be 3-0. That one inside close, but that's going to be ball 4, so Crittenden getting a free base here. So 2 runners on as Bloomfield up to bat now.
Up to bat number 95, Alyssa Bloomfield.
So far today, she's got 2 at-bats and a walk. Here's going to be ball 1 by the looks of it. So, 2 outs, 2 runners on again for Lourdes Tech. It's going to be ball 2. So far today, both teams 9 hits, 1 error each. Lourdes has left 6 runners on to Lourdes Tech's 5. That one screams past the press box here. I feel like I could have caught that if I opened the door to my left. Another one fouled. So 2-0 count for Bloomfield. And that one's going to go foul, so 1-2 count now. And Morissette was halfway down third base line on that one. That one's going to pop up in foul territory, and nobody able to get to it, so still full count. Could potentially be the last chance for Lawrence Tech to grab an insurance run here. Sua on deck. And that's going to be a walk. So big opportunity here for Lawrence Tech with the big bat of Gloriana Sua up.
Up to bat, number 7, Gloriana Sua.
From the country, grew up in the neighborhood and did corrupt me straight hardcore. Nothing them I love me. Too much violence.
And looks like we're going to get a meeting here at the mound. So we'll take a short break. And Sua steps in here. Smith fires, ball 1. So far today, Sua 0 for 3 with 2 strikeouts and a double play. Here's ball 2. Wild pitch there, and nobody running for it. Kind of well defended by Lourdes. As McGann quick on the play there to hold all 3 runners at base, as Morissette definitely the one with the speed on third. So 3 balls here. Sua pops this one up. It's going to be an infield single. Can Sua get there? And calls her out at first. So definitely one of those instances where you wish you had replay to double check. But as we head to the top of the 7th, Lawrence Tech still hangs on to a lead, 5-4. And we are back with the top of the 7th. Lawrence Tech hangs on to a 1-run lead, 5-4 over Lourdes. And the Gray Wolves are hungry to take this one to potentially extra innings if they can tie it up or grab the lead here, as McGann fouls that one off. Another foul, so 0-2 count here. As Sydney Mayer trying to grab a win for Lawrence Tech here in conference play. That one going to be outside. Speaking of the WAC conference, Madonna sitting at the top with a undefeated conference record of 10-0. Indiana Tech 12-2. Concordia 7-3. Northwestern Ohio. That one's going to be another ball. So 1-2 count for Lindsey McGann. That one inside, so 2-2. Northwestern Ohio and Michigan Dearborn sit at 8-4. 3-2 count actually, so full count for McGann. Cleary at 8-6. Cornerstone 5-5. This one's going to be out to right field, and LeBlanc is going to grab that one. Lourdes sits at 4-6. Aquinas 3-7. Siena Heights 2-5. Lawrence Tech 3-11. So they have the most games played in conference at 14. And tied with Cleary on that mark in Indiana Tech, as all three teams with 14 games played. And Defiance College at 1-10, and Rochester Christian at 0-8. As they sit at the bottom of conference play for records. This one pops up in the infield, and Markey calls everybody off. It's going to be ball 3 here. Hickman keeping the Grey Wolves' hopes alive to extend this one. That one high, so ball 4 as Hickman gets on with a walk. On number 31, Leggins.
Up to bat, number 31, Taylor Leggins.
She's 1 for 3 today with the run. And Grey Wolves dugout definitely trying to rattle Mayer. But she grabs strike 1 right down the middle. Strike 2. That one's going to be fouled off. Strike 3, game over. Lawrence Tech takes it 5-4 as Mayer grabs her first strikeout and the final out of the game to take the first game of the doubleheader against Lourdes, 5-4. So, for me, Alex Johnson, and my producer Brian, we just want to say thanks for joining us for Game 1. We'll be back after a bit of a break for Game 2 of the doubleheader. Hopefully, you can come back and watch.